What are some of the biggest misconceptions about bankruptcy? Attorney Stephen Bliss says, the biggest misconception is that the person would never get credit again, and that they would always have the stain on their record. The reality is that Chapter 7 bankruptcy would stay on the person's records for 10 years, but they would be able to get credit afterwards because they would not owe anybody any money. Another misconception, that the person would not be able to get a new job because they had filed for bankruptcy. Whereas the reality is that when the employers pull the person's credit and see collections, bank levies, etc., it would be a lot worse than if someone had just filed bankruptcy. Another misconception is that the person would never get unsecured credit for 10 years, whereas the reality is that after getting done with the bankruptcy, credit grantors would give the person credit in 1, 2, or 3 years, provided the person had done things to reestablish their credit after bankruptcy. People also have the misconception they would never be able to buy a home, whereas the reality is that if they did what they needed to do in order to reestablish credit and saved up the money for a down payment, then they would be able to buy a home 2 years after their bankruptcy was filed. For a free consultation, call attorney Stephen Bliss at 858-278-2800 or visit his website at www.steveblisslaw.com.